So you think the NFL season is over? Oh no, the real game has just begun. We're about to dive into the wild, high-stakes chess match that is the NFL offseason and figure out which teams are making those championship-level moves right now.
Right now, it's March 31st, 2026, and we are deep in the heart of the action. This is the time of year where Super Bowl contenders are actually forged, and where championship dreams get completely reshaped months before a single game is even played.
And that really brings us to the big question, doesn't it? With all the players moving around, all the crazy trades and strategic gambles, who is actually winning the 2026 offseason? Well, let's break it all down.
Okay, so first things first, let's just set the stage. The entire league is in a massive state of flux. We're talking blockbuster trades and huge free agent signings that are rewriting the power rankings as we speak. So the whole frenzy kicked off with free agency back on March 11th. Right now, all the team leadership is gathered in Phoenix for the annual league meeting. In the main event, the NFL draft is just a few weeks away. Every single one of these steps is a crucial move in this high-stakes game.
Now for the biggest moves we've seen so far. We've already had some absolutely massive trades that have sent shockwaves across the league and, completely redefined team fortunes almost overnight.
First up, a true blockbuster move. Quarterback Kyler Murray is heading to the Minnesota Vikings. And look, this isn't just another trade, this is an earthquake that literally rocks the foundations of multiple franchises.
So the breakdown itself is pretty straightforward, but the implications are huge. The Vikings, they land their franchise quarterback in Kyler Murray, while the Cardinals basically commit to a full rebuild, stockpiling a ton of valuable draft picks for their future. So here's the bottom line. The NFC North has been completely turned on its head. Adding a dynamic playmaker like Murray instantly makes the Vikings a serious contender and forces every other team in that division to go back to the drawing board. But the shockwaves? They didn't stop there. In a move that absolutely stunned the league, star receiver Jaylen Waddle was traded to the Denver Broncos. I mean, almost nobody saw this one coming. For the Broncos, this is huge. They get a true number one receiver, a game-changing weapon for their offense. And in return, the Dolphins get draft compensation, which really signals a major pivot in their whole strategy. And the impact for Miami is just massive. This isn't just about trading away a star player. This is a complete pivot in their team-building philosophy. It's basically a signal that they're hitting the reset button. But not every team is trying to win through trades. The Las Vegas Raiders, they're taking a totally different approach. They're going all in on an aggressive defensive overhaul that is really turning some heads.
So the Raiders' blueprint is really simple. Just dominate on defense. They attacked free agency like crazy, making multiple big-time signings, with one clear goal: to build one of the most feared units in the entire league.
And this take right here really validates that whole strategy. The consensus is that the Raiders are coming out of this as major winners. They're transforming their defense into a unit that, frankly, opposing offenses should be genuinely afraid of. So, after all the blockbuster deals and the big money signings, let's kind of tally the score. Who are the early winners and who seems to be falling behind? All right, the early verdict is in. The clear winners so far are the Raiders with their defensive overhaul, the Broncos for landing that elite receiver, and of course, the Vikings for snagging a franchise quarterback. Meanwhile, the Dolphins' decision to trade a star player has really left them with more questions than answers at this point. But hold on, this offseason story is far from over. All of these moves are really just setting the stage for the main event, the NFL Draft. April 23rd, go ahead and circle that date on your calendar. That's the day the 2026 NFL Draft kicks off, and it is where the next chapter of this whole offseason saga is gonna unfold. Yep, the stage is set in Pittsburgh. That's where teams who are desperate for quarterbacks and defensive stars will be looking to find the future faces of their franchises. You should definitely expect some fireworks. And that leaves us with one last, really fascinating question to think about. With all this talent up for grabs, which rookie is going to be the one to step in and truly define the upcoming 2026 season? The answer to that, well, that's going to be the final piece of this whole offseason puzzle.